Welcome to Book Summaries. Today, I will bring you a summary of the book, Traffic Secrets, the underground playbook for filling your websites and funnels with your dream customers, by the author Russell Brunson. He is a New York Times best-selling author, known for publishing groundbreaking books like .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, and Traffic Secrets. Additionally, he is the creator of an online community followed by over 1 million entrepreneurs. Book Summaries has also learned a great deal from this amazing book. You can find many other great book summaries on our channel. Now, let's dive into Traffic Secrets. I will break the book down into separate parts to provide you with an overview and the most comprehensive understanding of traffic secrets. Part 1. Your ideal customer. Many people often think, my product is excellent, therefore, I don't need to spend money to reach customers. There are still plenty of people who believe they will get many customers just because they feel they've created a much better product than their competitors. So, they sit there waiting, wondering, I have a product, why aren't they coming? Yes. After coaching hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs worldwide, I can tell you that those who only spend their time creating superior products are often the ones who fail. The biggest issue they face is that they don't know how to help potential customers discover that they even exist. Every year, tens of thousands of businesses are established and then go bankrupt because the entrepreneurs didn't understand a crucial skill, the art and science of attracting traffic, which is vital in business. It's truly a tragedy, and waiting for people to find you on their own is not a good strategy. Understanding exactly who your ideal customer is, who you need to discover, finding out where they are gathering, and then putting out the bait to catch their attention and draw them into your funnel is extremely important. This is the traffic funnel strategy that you need to implement. It's the secret to success that many people are unaware of. I assume that, as you are reading this book, you already have a product or service that you have invested a great deal of time in developing. This book will serve as a special training program, guiding you on how to make others see your achievements. In Part 1, I will focus on answering two extremely important questions for you. The first question, who is your ideal customer? The second question, where are they gathering? Once you have a very clear picture of your ideal customer, finding the places where they gather will be easy. On the contrary, if you cannot clearly identify who your customer is, it will be truly difficult to spot them. By the end of this section, you will know exactly who your customers are and where they are hiding, so you can start attracting their attention and share your story with them. Who is your ideal customer? If you want to attract customers to your funnel system, you must be able to identify them on the internet. And if you want to find them online, you need to understand them at a certain level. This means you have to spend time researching and studying them in the most detailed way possible. If you truly want to understand who your ideal customer is and where they are gathering on the internet, you need to participate in the conversations happening in their minds and see the world from their perspective. When you genuinely understand their pain points, the pain they are trying to avoid, or the desires and passions they are pursuing, it becomes much easier to identify where they are in this world, as well as in the online world. Once you know where they are in the online world, you can use compelling content to bring them into your funnel system and start serving them more. We will go into more detail about how to do this throughout the book. Now that we've understood the foundational issue, let's dive deeper into identifying the ideal customer, based on the three core markets, also known as the three core desires: wealth, health, and relationships. Whenever people purchase any product from anyone, they are essentially hoping to achieve a specific outcome in one of these three aspects of their lives. Therefore, the first question you need to answer is, among these desires? Which ones are the most relevant to my ideal future customers? And what are they hoping to gain when using my product or service? This is the first step to entering the mind of your ideal customer. And for most people, the answer is quite simple. However, sometimes they get stuck on this answer due to one of the following two reasons. The first reason is, can my product meet more than one of the customer's desires? Can it fulfill one of their desires? The second reason is, why doesn't my product fulfill any of the customer's desires? Most products can fit different desires. And even if they don't seem to match any particular desire, it's not important. What matters is creating a marketing message that conveys and focuses on one of the three core desires mentioned above. First, I want you to take a few minutes to decide which market or core desire your product or service can target. Stay away from pain and move toward pleasure for your customers. Now, after you've identified the core desire that your product or service addresses, focus on the next step, which is to enter the conversation happening inside your customers' minds, meaning understanding the direction they're moving toward. Everyone in this world, when making decisions, is moving in one of two main directions, moving away from pain or moving toward pleasure. The truth is that customers are in hiding, and to attract them, you simply need to cast an attractive bait in the places where your ideal customers are gathering. Once you have identified your ideal customers, you can find where they are gathering. If you are selling a product to wrestlers, I won't ask you, how can I attract customers to my funnel? Instead, I will ask, where are my ideal customers, in this case, wrestlers, gathering? Here are a few questions you should ask yourself at this moment before you start. Question 1. Which Facebook groups are potential customers part of? Question 2. Which celebrities are they interacting with and following on Facebook or Instagram? Question 3. Which podcasts do they frequently listen to? Question 4. Which email newsletters have they subscribed to? Question 5. Which blogs do they often read? Question 6. Which YouTube channels are they following? Question 7. Which keywords do they frequently search for on Google? These questions will help you identify where your ideal customers are hiding. The answers to these questions can be very simple, especially if you yourself are your ideal customer. The core strategy here is to understand which groups your ideal customers are gathering in and where they are congregating. If you focus on identifying them and marketing toward them, your ideal customers will start flowing into your funnel faster than any other method. You see, a list of potential customers is the foundational key to traffic and serves as the foundation for your entire business operation because it helps you determine how to build your product and begin telling your story. There are two main types of lead generation. When building a list of potential customers, there are a few important things to keep in mind. There are two methods for how your ideal customers can find you. Method 1. They search for you. Method 2. They engage with something attractive that you put in front of them. I will use these two characteristics to differentiate and identify where my ideal customers are gathering. To find the best list of potential customers, you should expand beyond your niche and look into submarkets to find sources of traffic that are most interested in your product or service. With this perspective, when building a list of potential customers, I not only look for people who are selling similar products as I am, but I can also add those people, companies, and keywords to my customer lists. However, what I am truly searching for are the people, companies, and keywords within my submarket. This means that the people who are selling similar products, who at first glance might seem like my competitors, could actually be my customers upon deeper analysis. I need to identify their potential customer lists because, in the future, They will be the most interested in my products and services. And I want to focus on them. Once you've completed filling out your potential customer list, you're ready to learn how to use that list effectively. You do this by using the techniques of hook, story, offer, and repeating them multiple times to draw people from the potential group into your funnel system. The hook, story, offer, and the attractive character are elements of every good marketing strategy, which always includes a hook, story, and offer. Lesson 1. Bait. We know exactly where our ideal customers are gathering. So what we need to do is bring the bait to them to see if it captures their attention. We need to see the bait multiple times. But it can be difficult to define precisely what it is. Is it language? Yes, maybe. Is it an image? Yes, maybe. Is it the background in your video? Or the funny things you do in the first 3 seconds that make viewers stop and focus on the product you offer while scrolling through content? The answer is yes. It can be. Anything that can attract someone else's attention is bait. And the more skilled you become at creating bait and delivering it to the places where your target customers gather, the more attention you will receive. I always picture scenarios like customers being in the restroom, lying in bed, or sitting alone on the sofa. At those moments, they will hold their phones, scrolling through their Facebook and Instagram feeds or watching videos. I need to determine what kind of bait would make them stop scrolling and pause long enough to hear my story. The next time you scroll through these platforms, pay attention to which content grabs your attention and why you stop to view it, why you click to watch each video. Explore what bait is and how it makes you feel. Answering these questions will help you create extremely effective bait. Lesson 2. The story. After casting your bait, you will capture their attention, and you will have a short time to connect with them through your story. In the story you are about to tell them, there are 2 key objectives. The story will enhance the value of the offer you are about to present, and it will create a connection between them and you, an engaging character, and your brand. Lesson 3. The offer. The bait will attract the customer's attention. The story will create desire for them. And the final content is to send a message. Write a direct letter, send an email, or share a video. That is the offer. The offer doesn't always have to push them to buy a wonderful item. Even if you personally like that kind of pitch, the offer can be as simple as asking them to like, comment below the video, subscribe to your podcast, or join your customer list. And in return, you will give them something special. The better the offer, the more likely people are to do what you genuinely want them to do for you. If a traffic generation campaign is ineffective, the issue always lies in the bait, the story, and the offer. If the conversion rate on the landing page is low, the problem is always in the bait, the story, and the offer within that story. If the number of attendees at a webinar has a low order closure rate after the presentation, a low upsell rate to customers, or a low email open rate, the issue always lies in the bait, the story, and the offer. If you want to resolve all these issues, you need to create better bait, a better story, and a better offer. Strive to reach out and spend money to reach more people. If you need more motivation to take action, pretend that you just wrote a check for $100,000 to me, and get to work immediately to receive that amount on the check. I want to emphasize this strongly because I have witnessed companies generating revenue of 8 and 9 figures within just 1 year of operation. That's huge revenue for a young business. After completing this extremely important step, we will proceed with the following steps to continue growing and attracting potential customers. Step 1. Dig the well before you die of thirst. Now that you have a list of potential customers, they also have your ideal customers. The next question you need to answer is, how can I get my message to these target groups? The first secret for the group of potential customers is that you need to dig the well before you die of thirst. The biggest mistake that startup entrepreneurs make when starting with a list of potential customers is waiting until the product is perfected before beginning to build relationships with these individuals. As soon as I identify someone on the list of potential customers, I immediately start digging the well. And I do this in various ways. Simply put, I will actively engage and cast my line with all customers daily when I have their information. Step 2. Efforts to reach the traffic you attract. To launch a movie in Hollywood, actors appear on numerous television shows to promote their films. Have you noticed what often happens in the week leading up to the release of a movie? A TV show, a music album, or even a book? Where do the main actors, leading singers, and authors show up? They appear on TV, presenting a hook to spark curiosity, telling a story to create desire, and offering an enticing pitch to encourage people to watch the movie on its opening day or the product's launch date. That's their objective. They have a list of potential customers and are making efforts to reach that list to promote the launch event for their new product. You can also strive to reach potential customers for your products or services. The natural traffic you attract typically provides the best conversion rates, much higher than any paid traffic source. This traffic can be challenging to quantify, as those most likely to purchase often come from individuals who see the content that your potential customers promote for you. We call this type of traffic free traffic, traffic you attract without having to pay for it. However, you must invest your time, effort, and perseverance, especially when your business is newly established and lacks an advertising budget. I always advise focusing on the free traffic they generate. In the first 8 years of my company's operation, we operated entirely based on the traffic we attracted. I worked hard to connect with potential customers and had opportunities to access their audiences. Thanks to the good introductory content from them, I was able to generate traffic through my own funnel systems. Step 3. Spending money to reach controlled traffic. Now, while I am still digging wells and building relationships with people, I am also spending money to reach the audience of these individuals. And I have several reasons for doing so. Reason 1. This method yields quicker results. Paid advertising will provide you with immediate feedback. I can turn on the ads, and just a few minutes later, traffic will start flowing into my funnel systems. Reason 2. This method allows me to experiment with different bait and see which content appeals to the audience of potential customers. Reason 3. 90% of my potential customer group is unlikely to promote me proactively. However, I still want to access their audience. So, this is the only way for me to achieve that. Reason 4. Paid advertising is a method that helps to grow a company quickly. My number one goal across all funnel systems is to create a self-sustaining funnel. With every dollar spent on paid advertising, we aim to earn back at least $1. While combining both types of traffic mentioned above is the key to building a solid foundation for your company, there is another type of traffic that is even better than these two. If I had to choose one out of the 3 types of traffic, I would always choose the third type, which is owned traffic. Although the traffic you obtain and the traffic you can control is still very good, the traffic you own is the best type of traffic. When someone takes the time to build a list of subscribers who follow them, whether it's 10,000 people, 100,000 people, or over 1 million, they can send an email to that list to sell products and make $100. They only need a small portion of the recipients to actually make a purchase. However, for those who are used to working hourly jobs, It would take them an entire year to earn that amount. The only real secret in business is building a customer list. Much like Facebook acquired Instagram for $1 billion. There are many reasons why Facebook made this deal, including acquiring their technical development team and accelerating market access. But one of the main and most important reasons was to obtain Instagram's member list. We can also see that in smaller startup companies, your customer list is the key to driving traffic, and it determines the success of your future business endeavors. This is the best type of traffic, the traffic that you own. My sole goal regarding the traffic I can control and attract is to convert that number into owned traffic. This is what I have learned from successful individuals. When I buy ads, I certainly want to sell products. But more importantly, what I want is to get those people onto my list. When I purchase an ad, I can only make them click once. But once they join my list, I can email them as many times as I want. And it's completely free, unlike just a single click. The same goes for the traffic I attract. I want to bring these people into my funnel system to collect their information and then place them on lists. This way, I will be able to implement different sales strategies from the very customers I own. For the traffic I control, I can also manage the path of those who have registered their information in a similar way. As for the traffic I acquire, I will approach customers by promoting someone else's content, and they will help me send an email to their list or collaborate with me on writing a post for their blog. However, for controllable traffic, I approach it by generating and purchasing ads. The nurturing funnel systems track customers, and some say the largest source of revenue comes from customer nurturing activities. And I believe that too. The method to implement this is to drive the traffic you now own through the customer nurturing funnel system, using 3 types of content that encourage action, emotion, logic, and fear. The best way to motivate someone to make a purchase is to use emotion in business. There is a common belief that people make purchases based on emotions. Then, they use their logic to rationalize that purchasing decision. If you've read the book, The Expert's Secret, you'll see that the entire book focuses on teaching you through storytelling. Specifically how to tell stories that break down misconceptions and help the audience achieve a mental state ready to change and ready to buy. That's why most of our ads have an emotional story as the main content, which is also the core content in our sales letters, the stories in webinars, the initial emails in the customer nurturing funnel system, and the first ads in the nurturing ad sequence, all directed towards the emotions of users. This is also where you will close most of your sales. When someone enters a nurturing funnel system, my initial messages will focus on the emotional aspect. Specifically, I will tell the stories of people who have used our products and the benefits that are often overlooked when using those products. After a few days, I will shift all my messaging to the logical aspect. And finally, the last messages will address pain and fear, infiltrate potential customer groups and identify the channels where you can become a star. Then build your program on these channels, with email being your main distribution channel. The ability to write and utilize email is a crucial factor for success when executing your program, as it determines how many people you can attract to consume the content you create. You can rely on algorithms on various platforms for recommendations, but I never want to depend on this when implementing deployment plans. Sometimes, we can create simple content and achieve millions of views completely for free. But that is not our goal. Instead, we need to ask ourselves how to encourage people to come and watch as soon as possible after this content goes live. The best way to achieve this is to leverage the list you have been building all along. Using text, video, or audio content as the primary channels for executing your program. The next reasonable question you should ask yourself is, which platform should I create my program on? My answer would be, it's up to you. When starting out, you shouldn't create multiple programs on different platforms, as this will hinder your ability to focus on development. At this moment, when you are just beginning, it's essential to concentrate on a single platform. The choice of which platform to build your program on depends on you and your personality and talents. For those who enjoy writing, you should focus on creating a blog to kick off your program. For those who like to be creative, you can create videos or impressive images. You will know how to find your voice. The steps to successfully implement your own program are as follows. Step 1. Post content every day for at least the first 15 days. And do so consistently. Continuing for 15 days like this will help you discover whether the content or product truly suits you. You'll learn if you genuinely like and are passionate about it. This is also a test of your perseverance. Every beginning is difficult and full of challenges. If you find these tasks are your passion and joy, then you are not just working, you are fulfilling those passions. Step 2. Document your working process. You might be thinking now, it's a lot of work. How can I create 6 or 7 meaningful pieces of content in just one day? I will share with you the most important tip for content creation. Just document it. Don't focus on creating. This means to keep a record of your daily working process. Step 3. Experimenting with content. Release your program every day by documenting your own journey. This will give you the opportunity to test your content and discover which messages resonate with people, which content is shared, and which is not. You will see which messages encourage people to engage and comment, as well as which messages fail to connect with them. It is through your continuous presence and consistent content release that you will refine your messages, find your own voice, and attract ideal customers. Step 4. Introducing to your target audience. After the initial episodes, you will begin using your program to penetrate your target audience. This is the secret to obtaining fresh and interesting content for your program. And it also provides you with a way to leverage your target audience and invite him to be guests on your show. Next, let's explore the second part of the secret traffic strategy. Part 2. Filling the traffic funnel. In the first part of this book, we focused on understanding and identifying who your ideal customers are, figuring out if anyone has already gathered this group of customers, and learning how to approach these people to add them to your list. In Part 2, we will shift our focus to strategies for attracting these ideal customers and filling the funnel through the 4 leading advertising platforms today: Instagram, Facebook, Google, and YouTube. In fact, by the time you read this book, some of the platforms discussed here may no longer be useful, and new platforms that no one currently knows about may emerge. If I solely concentrated on guiding strategies and tactics applicable to a single platform, it would be like giving you a fish. However, if I teach you the general process and methods for generating traffic, I would be teaching you how to fish. In the following chapters, you will learn general methods and see their practical application on the 4 most important platforms today. This will help you master the processes that will attract ideal customers to fill your funnel. Below are the 6 steps in the funnel filling process. Step 1. Understand the history and goals of new platforms. If you want to know how these platforms will operate and develop in the future, you must understand their starting points and clearly answer questions such as how Google began, where Facebook started, how algorithms have changed, and more importantly, why they changed those algorithms and what the purpose behind them is. If you can understand why they changed, Then you will be able to think like them and comprehend their goals and intentions. This is crucial because as you are reading these pages, they may be continuing to evolve. Therefore, it is essential for you to understand the history and from there, see where you stand today. Step 2. Identify and simulate the formula of potential customer groups. The next question is who on this platform already understands how it works? Who has identified your ideal customer audience? Who is posting aimed at this group? And who is achieving good results on this platform? Who is succeeding with many views and likes? When you begin at this stage in the journey of building traffic, I want to pose to you the core questions we raised at the beginning. Question 1. Who is your ideal customer? Question 2. Where are they gathering? After answering these 2 questions, you will have the next question. Question 3. On this platform, who are the potential customer groups? And who has gathered your ideal customer group? When I first started exploring Facebook or Instagram, I searched for potential customer groups. These are people who are proficient in using the platform, those who have a massive following, and who generate a lot of engagement with your ideal customers. After that, you create a list of potential customers specific to each platform and follow these accounts. You need to understand precisely what they are doing because if they are successful, it means they are gaining favor from the platform's algorithm. They are doing what the platform desires. Therefore, if you want to know exactly what the platform wants to achieve today in real time, you must closely monitor what these accounts are doing in real time. Next, here are 3 tips you need to follow to simulate the funnel and leverage the social media algorithm. Tip 1. Monitor all accounts in the target customer group, and spend 10 minutes each day to see what they are doing. Write down answers to the following questions. What content are they posting? What are they doing to encourage user interaction with their posts? What advertisements are they running? Tip 2. During these 10 minutes, try to comment, like, and interact with the content they post every day as much as possible. Tip 3. Pay attention to the general trends of high-performing content at the moment, and apply this formula to your own content. This method will help you understand how to implement effective strategies on social media currently. It gives you the ability to see what the platform's algorithms are currently favoring in real time. Step 3. Determine your posting strategy and plan your posts. Each platform offers different ways for you to post, so it's important to understand the strategy for each item and how to combine them into your daily posting schedule. For example, on Instagram, you can create story posts that resemble a reality TV show, while also maintaining a personal profile page that looks like a photo gallery. The question I need to find an answer to is, how often should you post stories? And what should you post on your profile? And how frequently? The Instagram app also allows you to make live posts, similar to a talk show, to interact with subscribers and followers of your channel. It also has platforms for you to share instructional content and many other methods. Therefore, you need to understand all the forms of posting on each platform to decide which one to focus on and to create a plan that makes posting on this platform more consistent and easier. Step 4. Make an effort to reach customers. After you have started posting on a certain platform and have content for your ideal customers to see, you will look for ways to connect with the group of potential customers. You begin to ask yourself what you need to do to reach that potential customer group naturally and for free through that list. Since they have already gathered these ideal customers, you will then guide the ideal customers to join your customer list and turn them into traffic that you own. Step 5. Spend money to reach more customers. While striving to reach customers, you also want to stimulate growth as quickly as possible. The best way to do this is to buy ads to connect with those who are following you. Targeting potential customers and bringing them into your own lead list. From there, you can turn that list into traffic that you own. Although I've discussed spending money to reach customers throughout this book, I will go into detail about the secrets of this process to help you understand how to run ads effectively so that you can skillfully use advertising on each platform. Step 6. Fill the funnel. Make an effort to post regularly. Be persistent in your work. And spend money to reach more customers. The goal is to convert all of this traffic and their attention into traffic that you own. To achieve this, push these people into your funnel system. From there, you will have their contact information and can sell them complete products. Subsequently guiding them through a customer funnel for long-term post-sale care to increase purchase value. Summarizing these 6 steps has created a successful sales process and filled the funnel. This process will help you skillfully navigate every platform and consistently lead in capturing the most effective types of content. My goal is to help you truly master this process so that by the time you finish this book, you will know how to fish. Next, let's explore part 3 of the series. Part 3, The Secret to Growth. By now, you know who your ideal customers are, where they gather, how to bait them, reach out to them, and how to convert all that traffic into traffic that you own. Now, we have finally arrived at the step of growth acceleration strategies. So, what are growth acceleration strategies? I'm smiling to myself because when I started my online activities 15 years ago, Facebook hadn't emerged yet, and Google's algorithm update had paralyzed most of our companies. Therefore, we had to find other ways to attract traffic to our own funnel systems. We experimented with everything, some of which were extremely black hat techniques that were ineffective. Although it wasn't that bad, companies like Google certainly did not appreciate it. For example, we used to create cloaked websites that could deceive search engine recognition systems, making them think that these were user-friendly optimized sites. However, when real people accessed them, they found it very difficult to detect. They would see registration information and entirely different details. And this page was optimized for conversion. We built a massive link farm to ensure our websites ranked high at any cost. We figured out how to get our emails past spam filters and into the inboxes of our subscribers. But not only did we use black hat techniques, we also spent a lot of time on free promotions and attracting viewers from television, listeners from the radio, and readers of popular online news sites to our funnel system. We have done everything we can to generate traffic, using methods that range from black hat to white hat and everything in between. For us, it was a matter of life and death. If we couldn't find a way to attract people to our site, we wouldn't eat, we wouldn't sleep, and eventually, we would die. All the techniques and secrets we used were looked down upon by real businesses. Some people called us spammers, while others were more vicious and labeled us frauds. We didn't know what to call what we were doing, so I simply referred to it as being anonymous on the internet. In this final section, I will share with you the most effective white hat growth hacking strategies that we still use today. Although these may still seem like novel growth strategies to many, we have been using them successfully for the past 15 years. The truth is, we succeeded because we reversed the process. We conducted practical experiments extensively before the term growth hacking became popular. Enjoy these techniques, as they are incredibly effective in building traffic, and they will give you an edge over any competitor. Now that you have finished reading this book, you may be wondering what to do next. This book was created to serve as a business guide that you won't just read once but will refer to multiple times. Each concept builds on the previous ones. And once you have mastered one foundation, you can continue to work with another foundation to ultimately dominate the content. However, I now advise you to take the following steps while the ideas and concepts from this book are still fresh in your mind. Decide who you truly want to serve. If you genuinely want to attract your ideal customers and funnel them in, you must know and understand them better than they understand themselves. Next, choose the first platform on which you want to carry out your activities. Most likely, this will be a platform where you spend the most time, as you will have a better understanding of how to communicate and the specific language used there. The next step is to build a list of potential customers, including those who have already attracted your ideal customers on this platform, and start building relationships with that group of prospects. Find many ways to serve them and begin your efforts to reach out. At the same time, learn about tricks to spend money effectively to reach more people on that platform. These are the things you need to start implementing, focusing 100% of your effort until your funnel system is filled. After that, expand your activities to a second platform, then a third, and more. When you start making money in the online market, you will have strong confidence in that work, and use a portion of your profits to reinvest in advertising. The final point is, never stop. Work diligently and consistently every day. Study hard, and work even more. Effort is the lifeblood of any business. And the secret to maintaining a thriving business is to have a steady stream of registered traffic every day. Try to generate as much traffic as possible for your business. Seek out every possible way to improve your business. Ask yourself how you can attract more traffic and how to gain more potential customers. Consider who you can reach out to if you face challenges and need help. Network with others who are doing similar work. Reflect on whether there are any opportunities for collaboration today. Are there other people I can add to my list of potential customers? How can I turn them into my partners? What can I do to motivate them to promote me? How can I encourage them to follow and promote me more frequently? All these questions stem from one essential inquiry: how can I grow my business every day? Remember this question, and I hope you can use these secrets to find more ideal customers and serve them to achieve the highest level of satisfaction. They are waiting for you to find them so you can help them change their lives. Focus on implementing these ideas, and your business will undoubtedly become a catalyst for transforming people's lives. Right now, you are the true purpose of a business in both the present and the future. Thank you for visiting Summary Book to explore this wonderful book. As a reader, I never thought that a summary could replace reading an entire book. And this book is no exception. There are many fascinating insights shared on Summary Book. See you again in the next articles. Summary Book, wishing you success.